Okay guys, so far we have seen that how to create the object, what is a class, and how to pass the copy of class variable to the each and every objects. Okay, so in the same program what exactly I'll do, let's see, I'll change the reference variables. Okay, so what exactly I'll do through this diagram, a is representing this object, b is representing this object, and c is representing this object. So what I'll do, I'll change the references. Okay, like this. Let's see, I'll write a equal to b, b equal to c, and c equal to a, like this. So what will happen if you write like this, a equal to b, b equal to c, and c equal to a. So right now a is representing, okay, a is representing this object, b is representing this object, and c is representing this object. Now what will happen if you write like this, a equal to b? So what will happen, a will leave this the reference of this particular object. Okay, a will stop referring this particular object. Okay, and now a is representing this object. So okay, the second object is represented by a as well as b. But in the second line, what exactly I have written b equal to c. So b, what exactly b will do, we will leave the reference, we will leave, okay, to point, okay, to this particular object. Okay, now no more object reference, okay, to this particular object with b. Now we have written b equal to c, it means b is representing c object. Okay, so b is representing to this object. Okay, now c equal to a, c equal to a means c should be referred to that object, okay, which a is referring to. So a is referring to which object, a is referring to this particular object, not this, because okay, a has left this particular reference. Now a is referring to this particular b object. Okay, now we have written c equal to a, it means c will leave the reference of this particular object. Okay, leave it, and now c will start referring this particular object. Okay, c will start referring this particular object, right? Now what will happen, who is referring the first object? Nobody, because a is referring to this object, so nobody is referring this object. Okay, so this object is available in the memory without any reference, so no reference. Okay, so let me write no reference. So the latest condition is no reference for this particular first object. Who is referring this particular object? Second object, a, okay, and c. A and c referring this particular object. Who is referring this object? Only b. Okay, so b is referring this particular object. Okay, now just do the same thing, okay, by using Java. So what exactly I'll do, so this is the current condition before shifting, before referring, before assigning the references. So let me write it over here. Before assigning the references, okay, and I'll write system.out.println. Now what will happen after if I shift the references? Okay, after shifting the references. Okay, so I'll write, let's see, a equal to b, b equal to c, and c is equal to a, right? So a, b, c, three references variables are there, a equal to b, b equal to c, and c equal to a. And the same condition will happen like this. Through diagram you have to understand. So who is referring first object? No reference, nobody is referring. Who is referring second object? A and c. So what will happen, can I write like this, if I give some value to mod, a dot mod is equal to 10. Okay, a dot mod equal to 10. So what will happen, system dot out dot println, if you write a dot mod, okay, what exactly the output, a dot mod? If you run this program, a dot mod is 10. Okay, now if you write like this, c dot mod is equal to 20, it means who, c is referring to which object? C is referring to second object. Now I have written c dot mod equal to 20, it means what is the value of mod? Mod is 20 now. Okay, so the current value of mod is 20. Okay, and A is also referring to this particular object. Okay, it means if you try to access, so right now what is the value of mod due to this line A dot mod equal to 10. So the mod value is 10. Okay, the model number is 10. Okay, model number is 10. Okay, now I have given C dot mod equal to 20. It means now I'm checking, okay, inserting the value of model by using C. So it will replace this 10. Okay, now the new value will be, it will replace this particular 10. Okay, and new value will be 20 because I have written C dot mod equal to 20, right? C dot mod equal to 20. Now, if you try to access system dot out dot println A dot mod now. Okay, so what is the value of A dot mod? At this position, A dot mod is 10. Now we have written C dot mod equal to 20. It means 10 will be replaced by 20 because we are inserting the value of model by 20. Okay, so C dot mod equal to 20. So now A is also pointing to this particular mod. So if you try to access A dot mod, it will give you 20 instead of 10. Okay, so here the output will be 10, but for this particular A dot mod, the output will be 20. Okay, so run this program and see. For this particular A dot mod, it's giving you 10, and for this particular A dot mod, because now we have inserted the value of model 20, which will replace the previous value. Okay, and what is the value of C dot mod? C dot mod is 20, right? C dot mod is 20. So now if you run it, C dot mod is 20. Okay, so this is called shifting of object references from one object to another object, like this. Okay, assigning, you are assigning B to A, C to B, and A to C. Okay, okay. So always remember, guys, remember this particular diagram. Okay, okay. So I'll upload this particular diagram in the video section also, so you can have a look. Always remember this diagram. Okay. Now let's move to the new topic that is called, very important topic, functions. Okay, so let's create a class. Functions in Java. Okay, select the main method, click on finish. Okay, so right now I have only one function inside this particular method, that is called main function. So in some programming language we call function, in some programming language we call methods. So don't be confused. Functions and methods both are same thing. Always remember, function and methods both are same thing. So right now, how many methods I have in this particular class? I have only one method, that is called main method. Main function or main method, both are same thing. Okay, so I have only one method in this particular class. Now what I have to do, I have to create, let's see, some more methods. Today we will discuss about only and only non-static methods. Okay, non-static methods. And what is non-static methods and static methods? I'll tell you later, static methods, but today we will discuss about non-static method. Okay, so what is a function and what is a method? Function and methods, although both are same thing, but functions are just like, function and methods both are just like a factory. Okay, let's see, in some particular city, a lot of factories are there. Okay, some Nike factory, Reebok factory, Adidas factory. Okay, a lot of factories are there. So if you pass, what exactly you will get from Nike factory? Okay, so if you pass something to Nike factory, okay, it will give you, if you pass something to Nike factory, it will, okay, it will give you some very good Nike cap or Nike t-shirt, right? Some factories are there, okay, you don't give anything but still you will get some output. And the third type of factory is no input and no output. Okay, so similarly in Java also we can create n number of functions, n number of methods. Okay, but there are three types of functions. Okay, three types of methods. Okay, so let's see. First type of method is no input, no output. Second type of method is we have to no input, but still we are getting some output. And the third type of array is we are passing some input and we are getting some output. Okay, on the basis of those inputs. Okay, so let's create. So let's see. I'll create one method. So how to create a method? Let's see. I'll create one method. Public void, and my first method name is, let's see. Uh, you can say test method. Okay. So how to create a method? Simple. Just write public. Public means this method is publicly available. Okay. Void. I'll tell you what exactly void, and this is called method name. Okay, this is called method name. It can be anything. You can give any method name, A, B, C, D, whatever you want to give. You can give any method name. And method means these two brackets means this is a method. So obviously, whenever you are creating the method, immediately after that you have to give these two brackets. Okay, and this is the starting body of method, and this is the ending body of method. Let's see. I'll print simple thing system.out.println test method. Simple. Okay, test method I'll create. I'll create Okay, test method I'll print inside this particular method. I'll create one more method. Let's see, public void, public void. Okay, and then the method name is, let's see, I'll write PQR method. You can give any method, and simply I'm printing PQR method. Okay, but what exactly I'm doing inside this PQR method? Let's see, I'm declaring some variable. Int a is equal to 10, and int b is equal to 20, and I'll declare one thing, int c is equal to a plus b. Okay, so I have okay, three variables, a equal to 10, b equal to 20, and c equal to a plus b. So what is the value of c? C is 30, right? C equal to a plus b, 10 plus 20, 30. But what I want to give, I want to return something from this particular method. Okay, I want to give some output, okay, from this particular method. So how to return from a method? How to get the return from a method? We have to use a return keyword. Okay, so return keyword, so R small because it's a keyword, return, and what exactly you want to return? Let's see, I want to return C. Okay, and then semicolon. So return C. Okay, but it's giving you one error. Why? Because we have written void. Okay, so void means, what is the meaning of void? Void means does not return any value. Okay, so but we have written return C. Okay, we have written return C here, right? Or this we have written void here. Void means it should not return a value, but we have written return C, so both are contradictory, right? So we have to remove this void from here, and what exactly we have to write? We have to write what exactly we are returning. We are returning C, and what exactly the data type of C? Int. So we have to write int here. Okay, we are returning C, and the data type of C is integer. C is what kind of C? What type of C? C is integer type. We have to write int over here. Okay, so this is called method name, and whatever is written before the method name, that is called return type of that particular method. Okay, again, let's come to the first method, test method. What is the method name? Test. What exactly we have written before the test method? Void. Void means does not return any value. So that's why we haven't written return statement here. Okay, so I'll write void means does not return any value. Okay, always remember void means does not return any value. So we have written test and we have not written any return statement. It means does not return any value. But in this PQR method, we are returning C. It means PQR method is returning C, and C is what? Integer. So instead of void, we have to write int over here. Okay, so what is method name here? Method name is PQR. But what is return type? Return type of this method is void. Sorry, int. Similarly, What is the return type of test method? If I ask you what is the return type of test method, the return type of test method is void. And void means does not return any value. It means test method is not capable enough to return a value. Okay. Similarly, we have public int pqr, so it's returning C, so we are returning C. Let's create one more method, similar kind of method which will give you some return. So let's see, I'll write public void and I'll write, let's see, my method name is QA. Okay, QA is the method name, and starting body and ending body, system.out.println, I'll print QA method. Okay, and simply what exactly I'll write, I'll create one string as string s is equal to Selenium. I'll declare one variable inside this particular method, string s equal to Selenium. What I want, this QA method should return s. S is what? Selenium. So this QA method should return the value of s. So I'll write return simple s. But again, void is written. Okay, again void is written, right? So I have to remove this particular void, and what exactly I have to write? I have to write string. Why? Because QA method is returning s, and s is what? String. So we have to write a string. PQR method is returning C. C is what? Integer. So we have to write integer. Test method is not returning any value. So we have to write void. Okay. So this is your first method where we are not giving any input. So means no input and no output. This is your second type of factory. No input but some output. Okay. Similarly, again this is second type of factory. No input and some output. Okay. Okay. Now we will create now third type of factory. Third type of factory we will create. Okay, that is we will pass some input. Okay, and we will get some output. So let's see. I'll write public void division method. Okay, and simple I'll write system.out.println division method. But I have to pass some input. So if you want to pass any input, okay, to any method, we have to pass the input between these two brackets. Okay, here. Let's say I want to pass integer x comma integer y. I want to pass two integer variables x and y. So x and y what? X and y are these two input parameters. So I'll write what is my method name? Division. Okay, and x and y. Okay, what x and y? Input parameters or input arguments. Okay, input parameter or input arguments. Okay, arguments. Now what exactly I'll do? I'll create one variable int d is equal to x divided by y. Okay, x divided by y and return d. Return d. Okay, so again return d, but this method division method is returning d, and we have written void. So we have to remove this void, and what exactly we have to write? We have to write 8. Why? Because division method is returning d, and d is integer, so we have to write integer. So this is what is the return type of this division method? Integer. Okay, so I'll write return type is integer. What is the return type of this particular method? Return type is string, because before the method we have written string. What is the return type of pqr method? Integer. Okay, because it's returning integer. What is the return type of test method? Return type is void. It means it's not returning any value. Okay. Okay, so void and return statements are contradictory. If you are writing void, it means you cannot use return statement. If you are using return statement, you cannot use void. Okay, now Okay, so how many methods we have in this class? We have first method, second method, third, fourth, and five methods, including main method. So including main method, we have five methods. What will happen if you execute this program? So what should be the output if you execute this program? If you execute this program, it will check main method is there or not. Yes, main method is there. I told you, right? Main method is the starting execution point. Okay. So what is main method? Main method is starting point of execution. Starting point of execution. So Java compiler will check first thing, main method is there or not. Yes, main method is there. Then it will come inside the main method. It will check, okay, nothing is written inside the main method. It will come out of the main method and program is over. It will not print anything. It will not call test, PQR, QA, and division method. Okay, why? I'll tell you. If you run this program now, see, no output. If you see the output, nothing is there. Why? Because it will come inside the main method and we are not printing anything. Simple. How to call these methods? Now, how to call these factories? So whenever you have to call or you have to access any factories, you need one entity. That entity is called object. Okay, so I have to create the object of this particular class. So in the previous section, we have already seen how to create the object car a equal to new car. So by using the new keyword, we have to create the object. So first write the class name. So what is my class name? This is my class name, function in Java. I'll create one object obj is equal to by using new operator and then class name and then these two bracket and semicolon. Okay. So in Java memory, what will happen due to this line? Right? Remember having two sections, right hand side line, right, and left hand side. So this is called object. New functions in Java will be created. It means one object will be created. Okay, let me create a new file. So one object will be created due to this line. Okay, I have this line. Due to this right hand side section, new functions in Java, one object will be created like this inside the memory. Okay, this is the object. But who is referring this object? Obj is referring. So Obj is not the object, guys. Always remember. Obj is not the object. Okay, object is new functions in Java. This is object. Okay, but what is object name? Object name is Obj. 50% people say that, okay, at the time of interview, Obj is the object. No, Obj is not the object. Okay, at the time of interview, they will check your knowledge. Obj is the object or object reference name. Obj is the object reference name. This is object. New functions in Java is object. Okay, so who is representing this object? This object is represented by Obj. Okay, OBJ. You can give any object name, A, B, C, D, your name, my name, whatever. Functions in Java, Naveen equal to new functions in Java. Naveen is the object. Okay, so this is my object and Obj is referring this particular object. Now, what will happen? Very important concept. Whenever you are creating the object, all non-static methods, all these methods. How many non-static methods? See, I'll tell you a static keyword later. But main method is static. Why? I'll tell you later. Why main method is static. But we have four non-static methods. See, I haven't written a static keyword. It means these are non-static methods. So I have four methods: test, PQR, QA, and division method. So I have four methods. So all these four methods, the copy of these methods will be given to this particular object. Okay, so how many methods I have? Test method, PQR method, QA method, and I have division method. Okay, division method. Okay, all these four methods will be given to this particular object. Okay, so due to this line, one object will be created. Obj is referring to this particular object, and all non-static methods. Okay, non-static methods. A copy of these non-static methods will be given to that particular object. So I'll write this concept here. Whenever you are creating the object, due to this line, one object will be created, and obj is the reference variable of this particular object. Obj is the reference variable. Okay, referring to this object. Okay, new functions in Java is the object, guys. Always remember, and obj is the reference variable. Okay, so due to after creating the object, I'll write this notes for you guys. After creating the object, the copy of all non-static methods will be given to this object. Okay, so after creating the object, we have already created the object. So the copy of all non-static methods, guys. Non-static methods, always remember this thing. Non-static method means these methods. All non-static methods will be given to this particular object, but not the main method. Why? Because main method is static. The static methods, object cannot hold static methods, only non-static methods. Okay, so after creating the object, the copy of all non-static methods will be given to this particular object. Okay, now if you want to call test methods, how will you call? See, let's see, this is my object. Okay, okay, my body is my object and my name is Naveen. Okay, so I have different methods, different characteristics. My characteristics are like sleep method is there, a run method is there, a walk method is there, a write method is there, right? Read method is there. So if you want to call my write method, so how will you call? Naveen, please write. So how will you call? Naveen dot write. Naveen, please read. Naveen, please walk. Naveen, please run. Similarly, same thing here. Obj.test, obj.pqr, obj.qa, obj.division. So if you want to call a method of any class, if you want to call the method of the non-static method of any class, you have to use object. Okay, you have to use object reference variable. So I want to call this test method. So how will you call test method inside the main method? Obj dot c, test method. Simple. Now what will happen if you run this program? It will check, okay, main method is there. Yes, main method is there. Then it will check, okay, we are creating the object. Yes, we are creating the object. Immediately due to this lines, all the the copy of all the methods will be given to object. Now I'm calling obj.test. Simple. I'm calling obj.test. Simple. I can call obj.test like this. Okay, obj.test like this. Okay, a simple obj.test will be called. So on this particular line, it will directly jump to test method. It will come over here. It will come inside the test method. It will print test method. Test method is over. Again, it will come over here, and nothing is written. Main method is over. Program is over. Okay, so let's run it. See the output. Test method is getting printed. Still, we are not able to access PQR method, QA, and division. Why? Because we are not calling them. Nothing is getting printed. See, PQR method, QA method. Okay, these methods are not getting printed, not getting executed. Why? Because we are not calling them. If you want to access them, just call them first. Naveen run, then Naveen will run. Naveen walk, then Naveen will walk. Naveen read, then Naveen will read. Similarly, same thing here. Obj.test, test method will be called. Obj.pqr, then pqr method will be called. How to call pqr method? Obj.pqr and semicolon. Okay, obj.pqr method will be called. Simple. So it will jump to pqr method. It will print system.out.println pqr method a equal to 10, b equal to 20, and c equal to 30. So 30 will be given to return 30. It means return c. C means 30. So return c means 30 will be given to this obj.pqr. I'll repeat. Obj.pqr method will be called. It will come over here. It will print pqr method a equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to 30. And return c. What is the value of c? 30 will be given back to obj.pqr. Okay, the 30 will be returned to obj.pqr. So what is the value of obj.pqr? The value of obj.pqr is 30. So can I store like this? And then obj.pqr will give this particular 30 to some integer variable. Let's see, int n equal to this. Okay, so c will be given to obj.pqr, 30 will be given to obj.pqr. obj.pqr will give this 30 to l. So what is the value of l? L is 30. System.out.println l. So if you print here, it will print 30. Okay, so let's run it. See, obj.pqr, it will come over here. pqr method will be called. A equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to 30. Return c. It means c is 30. 30 will be given to obj.pqr. obj.pqr will give this 30 to l, and we are printing l. L is 30. Okay. Now I'll call third method obj.qa method. Okay, obj.this qa method. Okay, so again what will happen? It will call this particular method qa method. It will come over here. It will print qa method. Simple system.out.println string s equal to selenium, string s equal to selenium, and return s. Okay, so what exactly this method is returning? S is what? Selenium. Selenium will be given to obj.qa, and selenium is what? String. So what is the value of obj.qa? Selenium. So can I store like this? String s1 is equal to this obj.qa. Okay, and repeat. Return s, and s is what? Selenium. So selenium will be given to obj.qa, and obj.qa they will give this particular selenium to s1. So what is the value of s1? Selenium. System.out.println selenium. Okay, so s1 is selenium, right? So if you run this program, what will happen? Simple, run it. obj.qa, it will jump to qa method. Qa method will be printed, right? This system.out.println qa method will be printed. Then s equal to selenium. Okay, one variable is there, and return s. So return s is selenium. Selenium will be given to obj.qa. This selenium will be given to s1. So what is the value of s1? Selenium. Okay. Okay. Similarly, we have third variable. Last method is division method. So how to call division method? Obj dot simple division method. But with this division method, we have to pass two variables, x and y. So let's see, I'll pass 30 comma 10. Okay. So what will happen due to this line? Obj dot division method will be called. So it will jump to division method, and one-to-one mapping. 30 will be given to x, and 10 will be given to y. Okay, always remember 30 will be given to x and 10 will be given to y. It's one-to-one mapping, guys. Always remember this thing. Okay. Now it will come over here, division method. D equal to x divided by y. It means 30 divided by 10. So what is the value of d? D is 3. And return d. It means return the value of d. It means d equal to 3. 3 will be returned to obj dot division. So what is the value of obj dot division? 3. Okay, and 3 is integer, so I can store, let's see, some variable div is equal to this. Okay, so int div equal to obj dot division. So what is the value of div? 3. I'll repeat. Division method will be called with 30 and 10, two input parameters. 30 will be given to x and 10 will be given to y. And division method will be called d equal to x divided by y. It means d equal to 30 divided by 10. It means d equal to 3. And return d. Return d means 3. 3 will be given to obj dot division, and obj dot division will give this 3 to div. So what is the value of div? Div is 3. System dot out of println div is 3. Simple, right? So if you run this program, okay, so it will print division method, right? Division method. D is 3. 3 will be given to obj dot division, and obj dot division will give this 3 to div, and div is 3. So this is how we call methods or functions. Okay, both are same thing. by creating the object. I'm talking about non-static methods, guys. Always remember, if you want to call non-static methods, you have to create the object. Okay, why? Because inside the object, all these methods are available. And by using this object, we have to call obj.test, obj.pqr, obj.qa, obj.division, like this. Okay, obj.test method, obj.pqr method, obj.qa method. Okay, we can call like this. And same thing for obj.qa, we will call obj.qa. Okay, forget about this diagram, but yes, always remember these concepts. obj.qa and obj.division. Okay, so it's compulsory to create the object if you want to call non-static methods. Okay, so why main method is void? Because we never write a return statement inside the main method. That's why main method is void. Now you got the concept of void. Why main method is void? They will ask you at the time of interview. Main method is void because we never write, okay, because we never write a return statement inside the main method. Okay, so let me write it here. Main method is void, never returns a value. Okay, it never returns a value. Main method is void, it never returns a value. Okay, so please go through it and let me know if you have any issues. And okay, this is how we call functions and methods and create the functions and methods. Okay, in the next session we will see static keyword. What is static? Okay, what is the difference between static and non-static, and some other concepts we will see related to object oriented, object references, and all those things. Okay, thank you so much.